Yo, Maron, what are you doing? Hey, like, comment, subscribe, share, do everything you gotta do, man. It goes a long way, trust me. You like my shirt? Get straight into the episode. Alright, League Lads, we're back. You know how it is once again. Another Tuesday, another recording day for League Lads. I'm here with Fred. We do the worst intros ever, and it's for a reason. Because we don't know how to do any good intro. We don't know how to do structured intros.
But you love them.
They love us.
Is this the only guy that should be doing intros, like, is White Boy 7th Street, you know what I mean? Everything else, it should be flowing, you know what I mean?
I've been getting a lot of compliments.
I'm not,
Fred.
We're not the hosts with the most,
No,
you know what I mean?
No. I was trying to rhyme something. Yeah, I'm not going to go there. But we get a lot of compliments, bro. I was on site today. A few boys came up to me and spoke to me. Older boys too, like, 30 plus. And I'm like, whoa, like podcasts are reaching the older Lebo guys, you know what I mean? So shout out to whoever watches.
Shout out to the
Jiddos. We appreciate and we love you. And we just do this, bro. We do this because we enjoy it and because you support us very, very well. Now, let's get straight into it. We're going to go with our weekly awards, right? W-Mans, L-Mans, and Game of the Round. Now, let's start off with W-Mans. As we always do, I'm going to go first, and you can hit me with
Let me go first this time.
All right, yeah, let's go. Let's break the rules.
Because I am now, apparently, I'm apparently, because people calling me, that I'm like the number one Warriors fan that's not a Warriors fan.
Bro.
You know what I mean?
I watched your Bunty video today. You know the montage you had?
Yeah.
That was so good.
I watch it every day.
Bunty's the best player on the field, and he's on the bench.
Yeah, he's the best player on the field. He's on the bench. But, like, he hadn't even come on yet.
He hasn't even come on yet. Yeah. I love it, bro.
Sean Johnson is my first W of the week. And, Dallin, big DWZ, they're both got to be W's of the week. Because the game ended up being so close, that massive 12-point swing for Dallin where he saved a 100% certain try.
He hit it out of his hand, yeah?
And he's hit it out of Chris's hand. And then they go down the next set and score.
Massive.
At the end of the day, that won them the game.
Massive.
And I actually want to give a shout out to two guys from the Raiders as well. I know they're not W's of the week because they lost.
We like to give
Sebastian Chris had a mega effort defensively.
And he's playing out of position, bro.
Yeah,
he's a center, really.
Yeah.
He's playing fullback. He's been playing fullback the whole season as well.
And he's been doing well. Like,
any updates on Xavier, like Savage? Why he doesn't? Is he injured?
I think he's injured.
I think he's injured too because he's like a wonder kid, bro.
Yeah, because he got injured, I think, in preseason or the first game of the year, and Chris took over.
Big talent from him, bro. But yeah, Sebastian Chris was pretty good, bro.
And I'll be calling him Tomoko, but the commentators say Timoko.
Timoko, yeah.
So I'm going to say Timoko because I don't want to say no one's name wrong.
Yeah, we don't want to offend anybody.
Yeah. Not offend, but like it's respectful to say their name right. Yeah, so if I find out I'm saying it wrong, I'll change it.
That's fine.
Bro, this bloke, every time he touched the ball, he broke like 5 tackles, I swear to God.
He's that kind of center that just tackle bust. Like
and then every time they got to the line, they just never passed him the ball.
At all, bro.
And that's what I was whinging about, and then Shane Flanagan plagiarised me.
He said exactly what you said.
He's got the stream open.
Who else do you have, bro? So you had, what's his name?
So I had Sean Johnson,
Dallin.
DWZ, but I wanted to give the Raiders boys a shout out. Honestly, Nathan Cleary was great on his return. Looked spectacular. Who else?
Not that hard. Not a hard task.
Yeah, against the Dogs. But, bro, Reece Walsh was crazy.
Oh, he's here for me, bro.
He was spewing and he was still, like, nicking everyone, bro.
Fuck, bro, that run from Reece Walsh gave me Billy Slater vibes, like prime Billy Slater. Just cut up the edge and run, bro. Nobody's coming close. And people were like, are we gonna see a Queensland fullback greater than Billy Slater? I don't think we can because it's Billy Slater. He's like the GOAT of all fullbacks. But Reece Walsh is if he stays like this, and he can only improve. Really, he's not gonna stop where he is unless something happens. But I'd see him going down as one of the best, bro. His talent. His cockiness, like in Origin, it showed me why he's such a gun player. And he's going to be worth big bucks very, very soon. Yeah. Brisbane will have to, like, fork out the money, bro, straight out.
Yeah, he's so much fun to watch, and it was so good to have him back. Mate, there was just a lot of good performances this week, to be honest.
I had Tedesco. Because I think he was unbelievable, bro. Yeah. And, like, I think the Roosters finally put together a good performance because I think they've been winning by scrapes, like just scraping it. You're getting lucky against they got lucky against the Bulldogs, I believe, right?
Yeah, 100%.
We didn't defend the best, but we had a great. I think it's one of our best games all season, bro, against the Roosters. I had Johnson because you just can't not give this man his flowers, bro.
Yeah.
I talk about him every week or two. I talk about this guy, not because I'm a big fan, but just because he's just unbelievable, bro. Like, and I love the story. I love his retirement shouts. Everyone retire, and he said, "Nah, man, I'm him. I'm back," and showed us exactly what he's doing. And this is actually a very very special shout out to Lomax because he cost the Dragons a lot of wins this season by his kicking. But that game, he just took over. I don't know what happened to him, bro. That flick pass was like that effort and that X factor kind of plays that he was putting up in that game. Won Dragons the game, bro.
Yeah, that was a sick offload, man.
Bro, and just his whole game
and then
all
his
together.
kicking was good.
His kicking was good, and I think Shane Flanagan will keep him and Hunt. I think he'll try his best to keep them two because, look, Lomax for at one stage was Origin material. But maybe not. He should be playing Origin, but he's a shout. You know what I mean? In the mix, you put him. I know we had Latrell and we had unbelievable players, but it's like when we look at Bradman Best. You watch him play in his first 2 years, you're like, this guy might play Origin. You know what I mean? Because he's a gun. Like you look at that and say that about Lomax, but I don't know what happened. And he's just that game, bro. He's brought it back. Some positive signs for Dragons fans.
Yeah,
speaking of hate you all.
Speaking of Bradman Best, he had a great game as well as man, I just love Tyson Gamble so much.
Oh, he's
just so fiery. Mate, a lot of the Knights players you could put him on W of the week.
But they're on smoke now, man.
That was a sick comeback, dude. And like from 10-0 to 12-0, I think it was 10-0.
10, 12, yeah, something like that.
But then to work their way back and end up winning that game.
Through.
To break the streak. That's spectacular. I don't know why I pointed at myself. I was gonna say something, but it was too early to say it because that's for the next segment.
All right, no worries. All right, I get you. But man, I reckon the Newcastle Knights deserve the W of Men's of the Week. I'm gonna say Reece Walsh because we just explained why.
I'm gonna say Shawnee, mate.
And Suwali, bro. Suwali. Yeah. Because he finally played him. What's he playing at winger now?
He's playing him at winger.
And he's jumping for them high balls, brother, and nobody's out jumping him.
Yeah, no one.
We almost forgot how good Suwali is.
I never forgot, but how it's like his own coach forgot.
Yeah. No, but I think the union move made a big impact for the Roosters.
Nah, he was playing in the centres from before that.
Maybe because of injuries.
Because of injuries or I don't know.
Maybe his defense. I don't know.
Mate, he was one of the worst centres defensively I've ever seen.
I got one L-Mans. Let's get into L-Mans.
Who?
I got one L-Mans. I couldn't find.
I've got plenty.
I couldn't find. You can tell me because my brain's not working today. But I got one L-Mans, and it's a good throwback, and I'll put it up. It's a good throwback for Venivalu. Was it Venivalu?
Yeah.
Marty Tapau, bro. Marty Tapau. Bro, if that guy's running at me, already just a standard run, I'm moving away. But for him to run and gallop like he did, and I just think for him, I think it was a mistiming, really. I think he thought he had enough time and space to get that second pump in his legs in, but absolute shocker, cuz.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was bad, bro.
Yeah, I want to say Dane Lawrie in the W's too, because he was good on a real shit team.
Okay.
And he's starting this week.
Shout out to Dane Lawrie.
But my L of the week, oh my God, there's no bigger L of the week than for Raymond Talamarana for me. This guy's meant to be my team's captain, bro. This guy played prop, and he didn't take one hit up the whole first 40 minutes of the game. I don't even need to say anything more.
You know what he was trying to do? I love RFM. RFM for me, I love him, bro. He's held it down for us, this and that. But I heard the rumours, and we'll talk about that in the Bulldogs segment. But for me, you just reminded me to put him in L-Mans because I don't know if you noticed this in the game, but he was just running out of the line. He was doing Tavita.
Yeah, he was doing
Tavita Pangai, random shit ever. And I'm like, bro, this is not you. And then after the rumours came out, I'm like, okay, I understand.
Yeah, look, obviously he's been a great custodian for the club, and I'm actually, I'm so glad the club stuck by him as well. Obviously now it looks like his days at the club are probably limited now. But
makes sense.
Bro, if you're playing prop, you got to do two things, bro. Run and tackle.
Literally. That's the only job. Your only task.
But he did not run. He didn't run the ball the entire first half of the game.
He's a prop. That's real. That's actually legit. You're not exaggerating.
No, that's what the stat was.
Oh, my God, bro.
He didn't take a hit up, apparently.
Oh.
This is what the stream was telling me. And I should have verified it, but I believe him.
Maybe he had a run. But, for them to say that, it's crazy, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Our club, we'll talk about our club. We're going to talk about our club. But any other L-mans before we move on to game of the round?
I guess Jared Croker.
Why that missed kick?
He missed the kick.
I don't, bro. I feel bad for him.
Kick to win.
I love Jared, man. I think he's a class player, bro.
Yeah, I know. We go.
No, you can't not. Yeah, you have to give him the L.
Warriors own him, bro. Warriors own him.
Didn't Sean Johnson kick on his 300th game?
Yeah. No. He bloody killed. They won by like 30 on the 300
And then that last
game.
try, intercept try, Johnson didn't even believe the ball's going to.
Johnson literally is like, you know the GTA image with like Franklin and Chop on the leash. Sean Johnson is holding the leash and the dog is fucking.
And someone's in the back doing the Viking clap.
Yeah.
There's actually a special shout out from one of our followers. He said you know him from let's see. Give me a shout out. Fred knows me as Semdogs.
Yeah, all right, Sems.
Alright, so he wants a big shout out. So
Semi, mate. Hey,
actually messaged me today.
Manly won, and we didn't really talk about him, but good on him. That was a mad game.
Okay.
Actually, it was the shittest game.
I'm letting you do the talking now, but I don't know him, but shout out to him.
It was the shittest game until like the last 10 minutes, and I wasn't even watching at that point. I had to go back and rewind just to see what was happening because I could not stream anymore. I was gone.
All right, let's go. Game of the round. I'm going to give you my game of the round first. First of all, that Newcastle and Melbourne game for me, I don't care about quality or whatever, but Newcastle's performance was so like, I could not believe that they had that in their locker, number one. But number two, the biggest factor about that game was their crowd. I legit thought I was watching a Premier League game. Their crowd was on their feet, bro. Newcastle, shout out to Newcastle and all the Newcastle fans, because one thing I noticed about them, they're very, very loyal.
What I say at Magic Round,
Round, yes.
I gave them their flowers because there was more Knights fans and they weren't even playing in Magic Round than about 4 of the teams there. Because
like, and you said that, and then I'm watching the game, and like, you know, like straight out, I'm going to be honest with you, when I watch footy sometimes and it's not my team, I'm not really that into it. Unless it's like a Roosters Rabbitohs game, you know what I mean? Like, you know, them big clashes, I'm not really into it. So Newcastle Melbourne game isn't really like something I'm going to get up for and be excited for. As soon as I heard that crowd, I was like, wow, bro, this is like crazy, because we watch footy a lot, and we don't really hear that crowd atmosphere, you know, we don't hear the noise. You watch Premier League, you hear it. You watch the basketball, you can hear it. They fans, this, that. But man, shout out to the Newcastle fans, because they were just, they
were mad, bro. And man, like you could tell, like they're like the 14th man.
Yes.
Whereas at ANZ, you don't really get that.
Nah.
Because it's too big.
It's too big, yeah.
But
Belmore was
they
pretty
were
good.
like the 14th man, bro.
Belmore was pretty
and
good.
They helped. Like at 10-0 down, bro. You don't hear no one whingy, no one complaining. Like you could tell the crowd still believed they could win, and it resonated through the players. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, this is a game because of the fans, and it's so great to see the fans back their players like that. And the vibes must be crazy in Newcastle. I know there's nothing else to do.
But who cares? They're enjoying it.
But that means they go to the footy, bro.
Yeah, bro. So shout out to them, bro. They deserve their credit, and they're very, very loyal, bro. They stuck with him for so long. You know what I mean? What's your game of the round? Same, or what are you doing?
I was gonna say that because you said that. I'll go. Yeah, I gotta say that game.
Yeah, okay. I don't mind, bro. I love when we agree. It's just more. There's no more explaining to do.
Yeah.
We got a few big topics to talk about. First thing I want to talk about, because we'll leave the Bulldogs to the end. We've had some new signings and whatnot, but the first thing I want to talk about is the top 8 race. It's looking like it's getting to nail-biting stage now. There's teams like the Roosters, like the Newcastle Knights, like South Sydney Rabbitohs, like Parramatta Eels, like Cowboys, who you were a bit iffy about before. Maybe not the Rabbits. Rabbits were always like, we always said they were unbelievable this season, but everyone else was like, oh, are they going to make it? So this is a question I'm going to put to you now. Out of these, who do you think like the bottom?
I know what my 8's going to be anyway.
All right, let me hear your 8.
So
this is with 4 rounds left, yeah? I think 4.
No, there's like 6 or 7, I think. So I think it's 6.
Yes, you're right. Well, there's 27 rounds. I forgot that we added the couple.
So basically, my 8, my bottom half, not in no order.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Is going to be, so South's going to be there, the Cowboys going to be there, Parramatta's going to be there, and the Sharks going to be there. I feel like the team, and I felt like this for ages, but I feel like the team that's going to fall out, I don't know why. There's actually no explanation for it. It's just really a gut feeling. I've just always felt like the Raiders are going to fall out. Even when they were 4th, I just feel like they're going to fall out. I don't know why, but I feel like it's either going to be them or the Sharks that fall out for the Rabbitohs at this stage. I don't think any... Like, I know the Newcastle are playing really well, but I don't know if it's sustainable.
Yeah, because Newcastle can't lose the game.
Yeah.
Maybe they can lose one, but they have a pretty tough...
Souths are going to go all X-game mode now.
Yeah. Souths will be good, man. Back with Latrell, I think they'll...
Yeah, they're gonna...
I think they waited till this happened until they brought Latrell back fully because
he was the emergency... Because they haven't had a finals run with Latrell Mitchell.
Never. And they're probably like...
Because they had Corey Allen and they had Blake Taafe, and then last year... What happened?
They're preserved... Last year, Blake Taafe played in the grand final, yeah. But I think
no, that wasn't last year.
Fuck, yeah, you're right. I always forget that Para and Penrith played that grand final.
I don't know what happened.
Because it was the shittest grand final ever. That's probably why Penrith was just too dominant. But the Rabbitohs and Penrith grand final was so good.
Yeah, and they didn't have Latrell.
And they didn't have Latrell because he got suspended.
Did they have Latrell? I think they would have had Latrell
they had
last year.
Oh, last year they did, yeah.
Yeah, last year they did. But
I can't remember. But I feel that, man. The Raiders. Yeah. So you think the Raiders will go out?
I think it's going to settle. Oh, you know what? It's not even the Raiders or the Sharks. Because Sharks look really iffy right now. And who do the Raiders play on the last round of the year?
Sharks.
The Sharks. But who always chokes all the big games?
Sharks.
The Sharks.
Even the Raiders faded.
Even the Raiders. So
Battle of the Chokers?
So it's going down to that last game between those two teams.
Okay. Far, man.
I feel like the Raiders are gonna.
So we got the top four is Penrith, Brisbane, Warriors, and Melbourne. Penrith, Brisbane, and Brisbane are equal points, 32 points. The Warriors are on 28 each, and then you got So you got Warriors, Melbourne, and Canberra. All three of them teams are on 28 points, and then you got Cronulla and Cowboys on 26 and Parramatta on 24, and then you got South Sydney on 24, and then the list just goes on.
Yeah.
The Roosters are sitting 12 as we speak. They got 22 points. Manly's 1 point above them, 23 points. Newcastle's 23, and then you got South Sydney. Like I said, I don't think the Dolphins and I don't think any of the rest.
I don't think anyone else has it. I think it stops at Newcastle. But Parramatta get Dylan Brown back this week, I think.
Big in for him, bro.
He was one of the best players in the NRL, in the NRL.
His form was off the charts, bro.
He was going ballistic until yeah. But
we'll leave it at that.
They're gonna go on a good run, I think, to finish the season. I think Cowboys and Souths will go crazy at the end of the season. I think Melbourne's gonna drop off a bit. Yeah,
Melbourne should. Actually, I don't know. I think Melbourne will actually. I think Melbourne will hang in the 4, bro.
But yeah, it's gonna
because of Craig Bellamy and because they know business at this time of the season.
I think they're gonna fall out of the 8. I think they're gonna end up 6th or 7th. Yeah.
All right, let me think about my list.
But yeah, who do you think's gonna fall out of the 8, Suey?
I think. So I'll tell you my top 4. I think it just makes it easier to break down. I think Penrith, Brisbane. I think Penrith, Brisbane, Warriors, and Melbourne, man. I don't know. I have to say the Raiders' run, but I think the Raiders stay 5th, and I think Cronulla will drop. Oh, it's so hard, eh?
So the Raiders have the Knights next week at Canberra. They have the Tigers at Canberra the week after. They have Melbourne in Melbourne.
Fuck, that's a big game, Raiders in Newcastle, yeah?
And then they have us at Canberra. They actually have a really easy run. And then
the Raiders?
Broncos.
The Raiders?
Then they have the Broncos at Canberra. A lot of games at Canberra.
All right, so look, I got Canberra at 5th. I'm going to go 6th. 6th, I'm going to go Cowboys. I just think they're clicking in now, and this is my bad for me. I'm putting my hand up. I'm sorry. I said they had a honeymoon phase. But, bro, I look at their depth in their forwards.
I think they're going to get top 4, bro.
You think they're going to get top 4? That's crazy. That's not a bad shout. But
they're only two points from top 4,
You look at their depth, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, they lose a player. Luciano Leilua comes in. Yeah. They lose a player that, I don't know their name, how to pronounce their name, but that big edge forward, one of the...
he's got a really hard name.
Yeah,
they
and
got
he scored.
Lukey too.
Yeah, and Lukey. Like, they got this dynamic pack who just pops up out of nowhere. They just spawn them out of nowhere, bro. So I think that'll push them to
They
6.
just spawn back rowers, bro.
Just boom, boom, boom. And we're sitting here buying.
Well, they're like 7th.
We're looking at the bottom back rows of the competition in Super League and NRL, and we're buying them.
Well, they're tied. They're got 26 points now. I think they're gonna end up top 4.
Yeah, all right. So I'll go I think I'll go Canberra 5th because they have an easier run. I'll go Cowboys 6th. I think Cronulla goes out. What are they on? 26 points. I think Souths come in. Cronulla goes out, and just depending on Parramatta, I think Newcastle. I want Newcastle to make it, bro. I really want Newcastle to finish 8th.
You think I don't want Parramatta to miss the 8?
I don't want them to miss that. I don't want them to miss that. Yeah, I want them to completely miss the 8.
But I don't know. I feel like imagine the vibes around Newcastle and the way Pong was playing as well.
Ooh. After they told him he's not going to play this season, and people like me and you saying, just get rid of him.
This is all I've wanted to see from Kalen, bro.
Yeah, wallah. Like, that's the honest truth. Because no matter
it's
what,
like we wanted to wish him better. We just wanted to see what Kalen's greatness.
And people need to understand
often.
we're fans of the sport, so we love to watch. Like even like when Ben Hunt scored that try against us in Origin, you can't tell me. I know you hate Queensland and that, but you can't say that was a good moment for NRL. Someone like that caliber,
of course.
But man, I don't know. It's very very getting very tight. So you don't think the Roosters? Not a chance.
You are like every Roosters fan.
No, I'm asking the question. I genuinely think the Roosters won't because they're too far now.
Bro,
if they had another win or two,
no.
If they had another win or two, and this is like their form game.
If we had another win or two, we'd be bloody. You know, if your grandmother had wheels,
she'll be a what?
She'll be a bike.
All right, so that's the top 8 talk.
Yeah. Can we talk about Dally M?
Let's talk about the Dally M, man. I'm hearing it's going to get scrapped because the NRLPA or I don't know what the hell's going on, bro.
Whatever, I don't care.
Listen, bro,
I don't care. Sean
fans,
Johnson's Dally M, we can finish it there.
Yeah. Us as fans, bro, I didn't want to ever dive into this. Me and you agreed, really, to never talk about this because I don't know what's going on. And you hear this and you hear that. I don't care, bro. When politics start getting involved, the sport just becomes a headache. I understand the players want justice for their money, and then I'm looking at the admin side and they're like, no, we want power. I don't know what's happening. So if you have any questions, don't ask me. Go to Fox League. You listen to Buzz and Braith and Asta. Shout out to Braith and Asta. But I don't know. But man, it'll be sad if we don't see a Dally M. I'll be upset.
Yeah,
I like the awards. I like the awards.
I wanted to see how the new scoring would work out. But
there's a new system, yeah?
Yeah, but yeah, nah, look.
Who's your Smokey? Who's your top 3 Dally M Smokeys?
Sean Johnson, it's Scott Drinkwater.
Really?
And I feel like it's...
Come on, really? Scott Drinkwater? Come on.
Yeah.
What, like for favourites? Like he can be top 2, top 3? You say what you're saying?
Yeah, for sure. Because he just plays good every game. Even the one, like, that's the thing. Like, and he...
But I remember the season
he would be getting maximum points for like every one of the wins on these.
How many wins are there in a row now, Cowboys?
I think 5 or 6.
Before that, he was nowhere to be found.
But he was there to be found. He
wasn't playing. I remember he missed a few games.
He missed a few games, but because of suspension, I think. But the same thing was like Reece Walsh would probably be there if he was playing. Same as
Adam Reynolds.
Adam could be, but I think it's going to be Payne Haas that's up there in third for the Broncos.
You don't think there could be someone else at the same time?
I think it's Payne Haas, bro.
Yeah, Payne Haas has been immense.
Bro, he's just so monumental.
I love the guy.
Game,
we said last week we'll hug him, and we got a lot of females commenting on our TikTok. Huh? Like, thanks, boys, this, that, for the hottest NRL team. Yeah. And I just commented to him like, we got you, man. That's why you watch League, lads, because you know what? We talk about the female perspective as well.
Imagine
speaking to the mic, I can't hear you.
Imagine we did that for the WNRL. We'd get fucking slandered.
You fucking perverts.
but we do for the men, we act sus as fuck.
We act sus and it's accepted in society, huh?
Yeah, guys, good job.
Hey, one lady commented,
the toe?
I caught the toe and I was like, yes.
The other day, cause with the
we had a laugh.
One of the best lines I had, bro, this week was
say it.
Reece Walsh was fuming because he was sick, and then I always say that as a joke it was because of the backflip, but then Katoni scores and then he does a backflip, and then I said, say Eve's fuming because his immune system's insane. He's always got toes in his mouth. He can't catch nothing, bro. He can't catch no diseases, bro. He's
a dog in the trenches.
He's had every disease.
He's not catching nothing. All right, let's snap back into what we're talking about. Dally M. So
I got Sean Johnson has to be there.
Payne Haas.
Scott Drinkwater and Payne Haas. I think Dylan Brown was a real shout before he got hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, not hurt.
Before he got hurt by the justice system.
Yeah.
Before
he got locked up.
Let me out. All right, but I'm probably going to agree with you on Sean Johnson.
He's got to be there,
I don't agree with you on Drinkwater, even though I do believe he's been very, very good this season. Payne Haas has to be there.
Yeah, Dylan Edwards is a good shout too. Because he's just so consistent every
Reece
week.
Walsh, bro. I think Adam Reynolds. I'm a halfback guy.
Adam Reynolds
I'm a
has
halfback
to
guy.
be
You know?
in the conversation
Yeah,
too.
because he has carried Brisbane, bro.
Yeah. Even when they lost the Origin players, he still got them a win over the Warriors.
Unbelievable. I want to talk about Papenhuyzen before we move on to the Bulldogs. Just because...
Was he named this week?
No, he wasn't named, but they made a rumour about him like a month or 2 months ago that he's returning. And then he came out and said, I'm not returning. And this is just for the fans that don't really keep up with everything in NRL. I just wanted to say it to them so they know. I think Papenhuyzen will be back, bro. And why I'm saying this is because I really miss him, bro. He was so fun to watch.
He won't be back this year.
You don't think so?
He
reckons he'll be back in finals.
Bro, I said that like at the start of the season. He's not coming back this year. Bro, his knee blew up, bro.
I'm just literally saying what he said.
I know. I think he's not coming.
It's always these ones, the Sopranos.
Has his knee
Polly Walnuts.
His knee owed money to Tony Soprano.
He got kneecapped.
I
just miss him.
When he came back from the head knock, that he looked slow. When Foymano pretty much sent him into the next dimension, he came back looking slow, and then now his knee exploded, and I don't think he's coming back this year. And I think it's better for his career, especially, to just keep rehabbing it. Like, actually, don't come back 100%. Don't come back 90%. Come back 110%.
Especially finals is very intense.
You know what I mean?
I have one more question for you before we get into the Bulldogs.
And that's it's like on Nick Meaney, sorry.
Because
Nick Meaney's been there the whole year, done a great job, and he's going to get hooked for
I prefer Nick Meaney than Warbrick in the centres, bro. One more question.
Fullback.
Max King, a question that I have someone, and I asked you this before, but I want you to answer on camera. Max King doesn't tie Francis Molo and Blake Lawrie's shoes. Now look into the camera and give you an honest answer.
Before the injury, Max King's numbers were insane. Then he got injured. The game of Max King, after the back injury, he's on the same level as those two players.
Thank you very much.
Pre-injury, he was ahead of him. All right, and
this is not biased because you're very honest, about everything.
Yeah, I don't really have bias, but I yell at my own team more than everyone else.
That's true. I'm with you.
The only guy I'm a bit biased towards is Matt Burton.
Yeah, and Bunty.
No, Bunty.
Yeah, but Bunty's our boy.
No, no one can see Bunty the way I see Bunty.
We're Warriors fans this year, but I said,
I think it's a joke. You can't But which Molo? The Francis and Frankie are both pretty good players.
No,
but Max King is also a pretty good player.
So what it was, I never said that they were shit. I never said they were shit because Blake Lawrie this year has been so good.
I literally look like Blake Lawrie.
Yeah,
everybody says that.
But I said they're good. But I said you can't say that. You can't tie their laces. And then I got told that he's overpaid. He's not worth 400k. And I'm like,
Max King's not on 400k.
He is.
He was literally on the minimum of minimum.
Whatever it is, I think he's worth 400k.
Yeah, I think he's worth that much.
I think it's worth it. If we're giving Taukeiaho, let's get into the next topic.
Yeah.
Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, right? I see it here, and last week we didn't talk about them, right? They played against Penrith, which I think wasn't a bad result. Could have been very, very bad. But Penrith weren't even, my opinion, Penrith weren't even at 20% playing. That's my honest opinion because our defense is honestly one of the worst I've ever seen. Alamori has got to be one of the worst defensive centers I've ever seen in my life. And I don't like talking bad about my players, bro, but he literally I don't know what he done to Toto. Was it Toto or Dylan Edwards? I don't know.
Edwards.
He just swung his arm out like it's an attempt, and it's not good enough. Defensively, we are so horrendous.
This is the worst defense I've ever seen from a team ever.
And you know what burns you? It's not like we get broken down through good plays.
No,
it's literally one out the back try.
But that's what our team is so young, and we're relying too much on players who are not ready for first grade. But they're above New South Wales Cup level, but they're not. They're still young. You know what I mean, Alamori, I think one day he can be a really good defender, but right now he's not. But yeah, the defense was good at the start of the year. I think just teams are realizing how weak we actually are defensively, and they're targeting us. But it's too soft right now.
It's way too
everybody's
soft.
trying to blame. So many people blame Marnie. I think the amount of your hooker should not have to make 10 one-on-one tackles a game, bro.
No chance, bro.
If your hooker is being left out to dry that much, it means the rest of the team isn't pulling their weight.
And remember that statement 3 weeks ago? We're going to come out and protect him. We're going to this, we're going to that.
They left him to dry, cuz. You You know, it's like when Paul Crew in the longest yard, they quit on him. It's like his own forwards quit on Marnie for no reason.
It's sad, bro. It's sad.
But look, I was expected to get 70 put on us. But yes, I do think Penrith will fully go hard out.
No, I don't agree.
The first 55 minutes of the game.
I think the first half
we got into the game a little bit, and then they just took the foot off the gas.
Yeah, but
Spencer got hurt. So like Spencer on his first run got hurt.
I listened to this.
He would have gone full try hard and scored 2 tries.
So like their defense, I know you're saying they were sweating in that because we had the ball up. We did have the ball up. I think we had the ball more than they did at one point in the game. We just kept going on the line. Yeah,
no, we had a lot of position.
Position. But bro,
they
never had to defend anything hard. That one time Averillo ran around them was like
it was easy.
I think they're just like whatever. Like I don't think they cared at that point.
No, but like the burden offload that led to a try was good, and I think the team has to realize they're better when they're throwing the ball around. Like the first half an hour against Parramatta, that second stint when we were throwing the ball around, we looked great.
And then this
team, when they're throwing offloads, everyone except Pangai. Pangai throws too many offloads sometimes.
Way too many.
He runs the ball with the intent to offload.
And Gordon Tallis, you see what Gordon Tallis said yesterday?
What did he say?
He said Pangai right now is playing for highlights. And it makes sense. Because the charging out of the line of Moses in that Para game was a big thing. That things like that, like the RFM where he done last.
I think the Para game was an anomaly. He hasn't really been doing shit like that. But I feel like someone told Pangai, just kill Moses. It's not the props' job to do that shit. Run all the way to the edge and leave a massive
leave the
gap
biggest
in the
gap
middle.
in Sydney.
Because who's going to hit the gap every time? Gutho. But look, we need forwards. This is what I'm getting at.
Let's talk
you
about
can't
us.
win if you don't have forwards. Okay? And with that lineup that we ran, we didn't have any backs either.
Yeah, I wasn't up. The lineup was the lineup. Like I know we were complaining, but there's nothing we could do.
We had 17 fit players, bro. 16 if you count Marnie, he was not fit.
Yeah,
he had the bloke got hooked after 15 minutes. He's got the flu, bro.
He's sick.
The boys, we need forwards, and that brings us to Liam Knight, who I'm going to quote the great Stephen A. Smith here. Okay? He said this when the Lakers traded for Pau Gasol, they traded Kwame Brown. And he alluded to the fact that Kwame Brown is nothing, and the fact that you're replacing nothing, that makes you something. This is Liam Knight right now personified. He may not be the best player in the world, but the fact that he's replacing nothing, that makes him something. And the fact that he could play the two positions that we require the most, lock and I know he's not, and prop.
He's not unbelievable at any of them, but who cares? Like we got someone there, you know.
The fact that he's replacing nothing, that makes him something.
So what do we rate the signing? Out of 10, just give me a big 10.
If it's minimum deal, he's had injury problems. But at one point, he was starting every week for South Sydney. Yeah. I'll rate the signing a 6 out of 10 because what do we have to lose?
That's why I'm going to agree with you 100%, Fred. I'm going to really agree with you.
What do we have to lose? Now, if Blake Taafe is legit, this is a different story.
Yeah.
I need to see how much money we signed Blake Taafe for. Because I swear to God, if I see the number 4...
Even 3.
If I see the number 4, cuz, I'm going to absolutely lose it. Because we let Averillo go for 450.
Who can play both positions.
Who can play both positions, multiple positions, same as Taafe, but he can play every other position better than Taafe can.
I'm actually
I don't care that he made a grand final. He's not...
that doesn't mean shit, bro.
The bloke lost to the Dragons. He lost to the Dragons, bro. He's had some rough games this year.
No,
he was great against us.
I don't mind him. I don't mind Blake Taafe.
I see the number 4, cuz I'm not going to be happy. Because we let go of a guy that we literally grew, who's done so much work for us. Bro, he's played like 100 games nearly, bro.
And he's played every position for us that we needed him to play.
Because we put him...
We tarnished his slave. Yeah, literally.
He was not a player. We said, okay, you want to go from doing this, playing where you... Doing one thing you don't want to do, you can go play another thing you don't want to do. You want to play 6? No, I'm going to put you 7.
And he always said
now we're
yes.
going to put you utility. And he always said yes. This guy he was like, you know, when you sign, you first get your job, you get your first job out of uni, you'll just do whatever the hell someone tells you just so you can get some experience. That was him. And we let him go for Blake Taafe. If I see number 4, If I see a number 4, it's a 1 out of 10.
I don't think
he's not even going to play next year.
I don't think Gus would do that. Honestly.
I'm right now, I'm just...
All right, well, this is what brings me.
I see a number 4,
so we signed Liam Knight, 6 out of 10 signing. I understand it.
If Blake Taafe is getting paid more than 300 grand a year, one, because he's not even going to play next year.
Nah, he will play.
Where's he going to play?
That's what brings me to my next point.
He's going to play there when Crichton goes to play Origin.
If we sign him, we're literally going to sign him to play fullback, and he's going to keep Crichton at centres.
No.
Nothing else makes sense.
He's there as a fail-safe. In case Crichton goes.
So you think we got him to play in reserve grade?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. That's
not because they said it all year. We're not paying 825 grand for a centre. Look at the centres we have and the centres we have coming through.
Yeah, centre's not a position that you would throw your money on it like that. It doesn't.
We
make
don't
sense.
need to spend money on centres. We need to have Skelton. They're playing Carraz there now. Burns, Quai Ward, fucking Averillo.
Wilson can play there as well.
Wilson can't play there.
All right, let's talk about Taukeiaho, because we just signed Taukeiaho. We just heard about it.
I don't know, mate. It was a Bulldogs fan page.
No, I just seen it everywhere. It's heaps. I don't know. It might not be.
How much was the money?
By the time it's 500 a season, around 500 a season. All right, so we signed Taukeiaho, who for me he was a very very good player at the Roosters. I don't know what happened to him after that. Fred's telling me he's been injured. Now, if it's cheap deal, I'll say no problem. It doesn't bother me.
If this was
250,
if
300,
this was 350.
350 even is fine.
If this was 400 because of how much we need one
I think it's around, no, but I really think it's around 400. I don't think it's 500.
If it's 400, like $500,000 a year is a lot of money for a guy that's played like 7 games this year.
You have to understand articles what they do, but almost $1 million. No one reads the almost. Everyone just says $1 million.
Yeah, no.
I think it's on 420. I think it's on 420 a season.
If it's 400, I'm gonna say if he stays healthy, it's like a 7. Because we need an experienced lock or prop that runs hard and does the basics right.
Doesn't get injured as well.
But we need one that doesn't get injured.
That's the main thing, bro.
And I've just watched my bloody team have to like nurse like Kieran Foran and like
fuck, bro.
And
he fucking played like half a game for us.
And Luke Thompson and William Kikau. And all these other people that are just always injured all the time. All right. And I just can't do it anymore.
It hurts, bro. Wallah.
Just get players that have a good injury track record. But then we get players that weren't always injured, like Luke Thompson, and they come to us and they're always injured.
I don't know what it is.
Please just stay healthy, cuz. Please.
Yeah, I don't,
cuz. Give him doors. Give him steroids. I don't care. Get on the phone to Bronson. Whatever. He never got.
I wanted to ask you about Bronson because I wanted to not ask you. I wanted to add him into the centers.
Bronson at centers, yeah.
So I don't know, bro.
So, cuz Crichton's playing fullback and Taafe is playing reserve grade until Crichton gets selected for Origin or it doesn't work. He's essentially Lockie Miller,
literally,
which is why he better be coming to us for cheap.
I don't think Gus. I think Gus wants to save money in that section. Why he told Averillo go, so he can go get a Papenhuyzen or a Tino. Like we need a marquee.
We have the money, bro.
But we really need a marquee forward. Like we need a big name forward that's actually good, right? Not that can play 80 minutes, not this 70 minutes, not 60, 80 minutes.
No. This guy's.
I know. I'm exaggerating.
There's not that many players that can play 80.
Oh, Papenhuyzen can. I don't want Papenhuyzen.
Yeah, Papenhuyzen can.
I will be so happy if we get Papenhuyzen, bro. Wallah.
Yeah, for sure.
But watch him come to us and get all these injuries. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's all.
It hurts, man.
But,
you got anything else to get off your mind in NRL related?
No, I'm fine, man. I just need to vent a little bit. I swear to God, if I see Taafe and he signed and there's a number 4, I don't care if it's 100,004. All right, I don't care. No. Keep the number 4 away.
Number 4 can't be there.
No number 4.
All right. If you say so, bro. Wow, tips. I'm so tired.
Tips?
I was on tips. What's the time, Mo? How long? Wow. Oh, my God. I don't know what just happened to me, guys, but I'm here.
Tips.
We're here, man. Oh, yeah. Bulldogs lineup before we get into the tips. Averillo's back at fullback.
It's normal.
Yeah.
This is the best lineup all year. All it needs is no Raymond. Because I don't want Raymond there right now.
You're over him.
No, I was over him before the comments.
You were.
He literally can't tackle.
You actually were, Wallah. You actually said this.
I've said this. He's not that good. Haram.
I just
The
like him.
injuries have effed him. He's not that good.
Averillo at fullback. Blake Wilson comes in at winger. Kiraz, Braden Burns, and Araka. I like. I don't want to bite my words. All right, we're up against the Dolphins. I don't know what Wayne Bennett's going to pull out of his hat. Burden and Mr. Sex is back. Finally, we have some structure. Max King, Reid Marnie, Pangai Jr., Kikau, Preston for Tyler Mariner. Kikau is finally back after I don't know how many weeks.
Finally, the edge defense is going to be sorted.
Our bench is Kyle Flanagan, Curtis Moran, Corey Waddell, and Sam Hughes. 8 out of 10? I reckon it's 8 out of 10.
This is a 10 out of 10 compared for what's available.
Yeah, compared to what's been happening to us, this is a 10 out of 10.
Okay. That lock needs to change. I feel like Raymond's going to get the sack for Liam Knight.
You reckon he's going to get pushed back?
Yeah, he won't even be on the bench.
All right, let's get to tips, man. We got the first game. It's at the Gabba.
But yeah, I don't think Kiraz is a centre, by the way. I think he's a winger.
I don't think so too.
Yeah. He was one of his numbers on the wing were insane, especially before injury.
A bit reduced too. Ready for tips?
Yeah.
You just got to tell me who you think's going to win.
I'll keep it simple, man.
You ready, Mo? Who's going to keep it simple? Okay, let's go. Brisbane and Roosters at the Gabba.
Brisbane 13+.
I'm going to go Brisbane 1-12. I think the Roosters will... I don't know. I feel like the...
Keep it simple.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wally, you're right. I'm so sorry.
Fuck you, bro.
Tigers and Rabbitohs.
Rabbitohs 13+.
Rabbitohs 13+. Melbourne and Para. At Amy Park. Oh, Marvel Stadium.
Parramatta 13+.
Oh. I'm going to go Melbourne 1-12 because I don't think Bellamy's going to accept that, bro. Straight up. What you're saying is crazy. Canberra and Newcastle.
Newcastle 1-12.
Raiders 1-12. I really want Newcastle to win, but Dragons and Manly.
Manly 1-12.
Manly 13+. Dragons are going to win 13+ because I said that. Penrith and Sharks.
Penrith by like 30.
I'm going to say Cronulla Sharks win 1-12. I don't know why, but I'm just going to say that. Bulldogs and Dolphins. Should we skip it? Should we skip it?
1-12.
Should we skip this one?
Bulldogs 1-12.
All right, I'm gonna back the Dogs 1-12 as well. Dogs 1-12 or Dolphins 13+.
Both
No in between.
suck.
No in between. And the last game of the round, Gold Coast Titans and North Queensland Cowboys.
The Cowboys and Nick Albeck, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Cowboys 13+ as well.
13+ Cowboys.
And who has the bye? I'm very upset about it. The fucking Was. They have a bye.
Let's hope it rains this week in New Zealand.
I'm fucking upset.
That's one less rainy day that they have to play on, you know?
I'm upset. Anyway, I love you all. I'm so tired, bro. Are you tired? Are we hanging out tonight?
No.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
All right, love you guys. Take it easy. Subscribe, like, comment. Go on, Fred. Fred's TikTok's been going nuts, brother.
And kick, bro.
And kick. Make sure you're there.
TikTok.com/hecticfred.
We love you long time.
And Bo, you're not getting unbanned, you little dog.